What up, though? I gotta do a part two to my Chicago story. And as I stated in my prior Chicago video, Chicago like my second home. I've been going since I was 9 years old. My first baseball game was a Cubs game. It wasn't even a Tigers game. I went to a Cubs game in 1990. Young James, you feel me? But I gotta tell the story about a family vacation. My mom planned for us to go to Chicago in '92 when I was still in elementary. I think I was in the fifth grade, and I'm living in Kalamazoo, Michigan at the time, which is right in between Detroit and Chicago. So it takes you 2.5 hours going east to get to Detroit and 2.5 hours west to get to Chicago. So you right in the middle. You know what I mean? So she's like, man, let's go hang out in Chicago. I want to take the family to Chicago. And I gotta say, this is about to be about an April. And my mom, she said she checked the weather and it's supposed to be hot. I'm like, you never know. In this Midwest, April, it still can be cold. So the funny thing, the crazy thing is, she only packed summer clothes, which was strange. Man, we get there, Chicago was cold in a mug. And my dad was like, man, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have brought the winter clothes, let you talk me into that it's gonna be warm. But this how the story get crazy though. So when we get to we stayed at a hotel in the Gold Coast. I can't remember what the hotel was, just 92. You feel me? So we at the Gold Coast, and MC Hammer's still one of the biggest artists in the world, and he's staying at my hotel. And this is the tour that he had Boyz II Men, Jodeci, and TLC on the tour. So it's bananas. So we doing the tour stuff in Chicago, going downtown, going to the Gangster Museum, just doing what you do with all the museums in the shot. So man, we get back one afternoon, the hotel lobby on 10. You got all the celebrities in there. I know my mom like, man, I got my little son here, girls half naked running through. I'm loving it. You know, I'm young in my hormonal stage. I'm going into puberty, you feel me? So they everywhere. I end up getting cool with well, I ain't gonna say got cool when I was young, but I ended up having a silent conversation. Deion Sanders' father was there. And you know, Deion Sanders was close to Hammer. So I remember having a conversation with them. He was saying, man, you can be a doctor, a lawyer. He said, don't think about sports. Jodeci, that was ended up being my favorite group growing up, man. Everybody was there. And I remember Hammer coming out. Just like, you know, he had the entourage. Man, Hammer had the whole East Oakland with him. It was none but town business out there. It was everybody from I said, God damn, man, he was hecka deep. He was cool. I think that's the last time I got an autograph. I think autographs only should be kid doing that, you know what I mean? And I got Hammer autograph, and it was, I seen some crazy stuff, and like to see all the Boyz II Men, see all them in their beginning stages was bananas. But we leave to go back to the zoo, Kalamazoo. On the news the next morning, the Chicago cats had shot one of the bodyguards from Boyz II Men. So we just left just before it was going down. Yeah, shout out to the shot. You know I love you.